to it. Another thing about these overs, and I've said there might be some regression because there's so many unders in week one. This kickoff rule favors the over because teams getting better field position. We might get some more kick return touchdowns in general. That's a free 7 right there. So,
right. And they'll judge, but you got to remember, the Vegas will adjust. They will adjust. So that kickoff rule, because there was something someone was saying when he always does his research from 2015 to now. He doesn't do it past 2015 because that's when the new kickoff field goal rules kicked in, where I guess they moved it further back. And it's like, oh, that's an important point. And so it's like it is. So there'll be a time where Vegas will adjust to everything. But for sure, right now, we had a lot of unders. It looked like the defenses were ahead of all the offenses around the league. Might be the week that the offenses get back on track. I think I saw something where it said Brian Robinson, Jamar Chase, Nico Collins,
George Pickens,
AJ Brown, and George Pickens had
Devontae Smith.
They combined for 103 yards. And some of those cats average 103 yards.
And that's what I'm saying. In terms of player props, and this Sunday, we're actually going to be on it. We're going to be live right before those games start. I'm telling you, we're going to compare some of those lines. For example, like Jamar Chase, Brian Thomas. These are the games where you want to take them to bounce back because you got to think about what do you think if you were betting before the season a future on somebody's player props, what is it going to be? This guy had 13 yards. So you think he's going to have 20 yards this week? Probably not. He's going to loose. For example, Nico Collins. I don't think you mentioned him just now. Yeah. Shit. Oh, you did? Yeah. He might get he might get loose this week. But tomorrow's Thursday night football, so we're going to do a preview for that. Start sits, player props, who we think is going to win, the over under, all that joint popped up. I'm assuming the public is on the Packers.
Yeah, it's actually pretty surprising to me. I'm surprised that the public's on the Packers.
Why?
But I guess not. They were pretty dominant against the Detroit Lions. So I guess it's the same theory of why I believe in Pittsburgh. I believe in Seattle. But again, Seattle has a good defense. I don't think Commanders are good. And the big reason for me, I'm not even going to cap. I didn't even bet minus 3.5. I got to go back to that bet. Let me see. I think I did Detroit. What did I do? Yeah. So no, I did minus 7.5. Like I got them more than a touchdown.
Who, the Commanders?
Yeah, I got Green Bay in the touchdown. I did an alternate spread of 7.5. Yeah. That was at plus 86. I think it was at 213 when I did it, but it's at plus 86 right now, 7.5, minus 7.5. Alternate spread.
All right. I think this is an important game for me to watch because it's going to tell me a lot just about what happened with my Giants last week to see if the moves they made. Because, all right, so I'm looking at last year, right? First game. It's the first game. No, first game. Devin Singletary carries 95 yards, averaging 6 yards a carry. The second game, Tyrone Tracy is when he emerged. 16 carries for 66, 4 yards a carry. Devin Singletary 7 for 33, 4 yards a carry, nearly 5 yards a carry. So we go from that.
I'm about to pull it up.
We go from that to maybe they have a good.
They don't have it. So I don't. My bad. Keep on finishing.
Yes, I'm thinking the additions they made on that D line, they're a good run defense, or maybe that's a testament to how trash this Giants offense, the offensive line, and the running game is. Josh Jacobs is the perfect person, and this Packers team is the perfect person to try to collect some more data on these teams and some of those changes to these rosters.
Here's two things that are important about this game. For that to have and why I'm like, oh yeah, they're gonna smack them. Because one, the defensive coordinator, when the Cowboys got smacked, and that was Dan Quinn. He got smacked in the playoff game. It was Dan Quinn, right? Aaron Jones ran all over our asses. Okay, ran all over us. Tight end so wide open that you got to find the closest Cowboy using the sky cam. Okay, like This is a Matt LaFleur versus Dan Quinn. I don't know if you remember, but Kyle Shanahan, his offense, Matt LaFleur, Kyle Shanahan, they was all rocking with Dan Quinn when he was in Atlanta. We can't beat that. Like Dan Quinn struggles with a certain offense now. Also, again, going running game. If you want to even remember last year in the playoffs when the Commanders did lose, they lost because they got smacked and the running backs were running crazy on their ass. Like that's just what I know. So I can probably tell you it isn't defensive line because their defensive line isn't built to stop the run. Their defensive line is built to rush the passer, to generate pressure and force turnovers and do all that stuff, which is why they had Dorrance Armstrong had like 9 pressures. Respectfully, he ain't that good. But y'all got like, was it Alec Emanor out there or whatever?
Jermaine, no, he's actually one of our better linemen. Our
Right.
problem is our center, John Michael Smith.
He get bullied by Mozzie Smith. Like that center gets bullied by Mozzie Smith. Mozzie Smith was inactive last week.
Probably.
So it's like that. All I think that was me. Offensive line just wasn't getting no push. Like your offensive line just wasn't, which is why the running situation for y'all really wasn't there, which I think also affected passing for you guys too. You know what I'm saying?
Here's the thing. Our offensive line hasn't changed much. This is like much the same besides Andrew Thomas, that and the person we got to replace him was like the worst us in that game. My thing is our line didn't really change. Their defensive line changed. And like I said, during the broadcast, they said something interesting, which was their D line weighs like a ton or a half a ton or whatever. They weigh like a ton.
Well, I mean, I know Deron Payne big asses over there. He's like 334 pounds. But I think, again, I mean, he was there last year. They let go of Jonathan Allen. Jonathan Allen's on the Vikings.
Oh, no. Yeah, he on the Vikings.
They did get a D tackle that's nice. I know they drafted one in last year's draft, and so last year he was unhealthy. So maybe he's back and he's healthy. But this is a situation where just the running scheme in general is going to carve their asses up. Like it's just going to carve them. And then when you got like again, I told you the thing I love about Micah was his speed. When you're playing at Jaden Daniels, like Jaden Daniels, his worst game was when he played was literally when he played the Cowboys. So those are his 2 worst games.
That's another reason why I love the Packers here because the viral clip from that game is Micah chasing that he did, and that's the way you used to talk about Micah when he was on the Cowboys. Yeah. It's like literally, it's like this real apex predator chase down type.
It's literally it's speed to power back to speed. And it's just like, what the fuck?
On the other that D Gary, very underrated pass rusher in his own right. So
bro, and Edger Cooper, like that's like Edger, like this team, like it's funny because right now the Packers built kind of how the Commanders want to be built. They want to be built. They want their defense to be like that. Like, all right, Jaden to get us up, get us 21 points. And then at that point, got us a nice little double-digit lead. Are we up a touchdown? We know they got to throw. Now we can rush the passer. Well, with the Packers, we kind of saw it. It was like, all right, it wasn't really together on offense, but they got a little bit of shit going in the second half. And the game was just, they were in control of the game on defense to the point where it was like, oh, bro, we're good. They can't get shit off. Like they can't run the ball, and Montgomery couldn't run the ball. So at that point, it's over with. It's curtains for that team. Like, because even last year when they were killing people, if you could you could beat them. You know what I mean? So it's like for them to stop David Montgomery and also like you just got sitting as Jared Goff, he food. And that's what he was, food. Now, Jaden Daniels ain't gonna just sit back there. At the same time, I think they got enough pass rushers for him to be running for his life.
Yeah, I mean, and that's why I'm betting a lot of player props backfield this upcoming week because I mean that shit was madness. Jahmyr Gibbs once again 10 like 30 yards, both him and Montgomery averaging about 2 yards a carry, and on top of that, I think David Montgomery got more carries potentially. So I mean, Packers, this Packers team before they got Micah already. Now I have them. They might be coming out the NFC the way they're looking, and I think this is just another team on the chopping block for them to get at. But in terms of these player props, what are you feeling? I mean, Matthew Golden, he didn't really crazy. I feel like the Matthew Golden game.
Nah, he's splitting. I got to see him. I got to see him out there more. He's splitting. That's like kind of why I'm like anybody that it's one thing for you goose egg, but or like not play well, but you got to at least be out there running. And
I think it's just that he's a rookie, and those are rookie receivers. Like it might take him a little bit, and he earns a little more of that snap count.
Right. It's gonna take. I mean, again, he's not. You don't wait. Right. Like people drafted him. I might be upset, but you shouldn't have drafted him if you thought he was going to be putting on for you in the first month of the season.
You shouldn't even have been started. If you had to start Golden, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah,
I'm not going to lie, because as a rookie, that's a good start. To me, Tet was a good start. I have Golden in like 2 leagues. He was on the bench.
Yeah.
So,
but yeah. All right. The Jones sound like a Zach Ertz anytime touchdown. It's random as hell. But last week too, like he don't do much, but he do get in the end zone. And in 6 of the last 10 games, like
he's just that he's a vet, so he in the end zone. So
that's one I like a lot. Another one I like, Austin Eckler again. I think that Washington is going to be losing by a lot of points. I'm laddering this up. I'm laddering his receptions up because he's going to be the passing down back, and you know what I mean. In a game where they are going to be, throwing the ball a lot, I think he's going to get a lot of checkdowns. He already covered this prop. He's covered this in six games. I'm laddering this. I'm doing this right here. I'm going probably all the way up, probably like six receptions in this game. So those are the 2 players I really like. That I really like. I do got a funny ass story though about my fucking fantasy league. So I got auto drafted Jaden Daniels, right? And I don't want him like the fans. Which as Lamar, he was going to meet Jaden Daniels for Lamar, but he's trying to hold me. He's trying to get like Chase Brown back in the trade for J.K. Dobbins. He's trying to get McBride. Like I'm like, bro, I'm not giving up nothing crazy. Like Lamar and gonna have equal seasons. Like they're both gonna have good seasons.
Yeah.
I was like, I'll throw you Tootin because I made the mistake of letting a draft pick from me. But like I'm not giving you a core hog on my team for like the quarterback that's equal. So one of the dudes who's ironically is Eddie, he's a motherfucking Redskin fan. He's like, yo, nobody trade with Austin and make him have to cheer for Jaden this entire season. Nobody, like they literally are about to make me keep this motherfucker, bro. They won't trade me. I have Dak on the bench. Like I want,
so you're like me where you don't like having squad.
And I mean, it would be one thing if like I would probably have, if I was in a bind or something, like I could have like a wide receiver or some shit like a back. But bro, have the quarterback as I think that is so egregious to have the quarterback be on your fantasy team if you're of the rival team. Like I can't wire my brain to every single time Jaden Daniels gets thrown like a rag doll. I gotta be like, fuck, damn.
I don't. That's like part of the reason why I'm like that in the first place. Like,
it's like, bro, I'm not even built that way, and they really get off the Daniel Jones back, like Jaden Daniels pack. Like they will not let me get the pack off, and I'm like, bro, like just swap me out, dog. Like why are we doing this? And he's like, everybody's going for like nobody, and I know because Brock Purdy just got injured, so somebody want to call a motherfucker up and let's make some dealings here. But they not going to do it because they think it's funny that I got Jaden Daniels on my damn football team as a diehard.
That's some home league shit for you. No logic, just hating, just vibes.
Fightful,
just hating vibes. Yeah. Now I lost an Eckler play a lot though. How do you feel about our boy Bill? It's about around 38.5.
I mean, if you want to take it again, you can. Like then that he is eventually going to end up being the Bell running back over there. My only thing for me is, again, the game script isn't going to be calling for a lot of running. Like, I think this is going to get out of hand quick. So,
really?
It's only 30, but he is splitting the backfield. Which got his props up, I don't think yet.
There he goes. I mean, that's any time. There you go. Rushing attempt. There we go. 37.5.
37. So in one game sample, he did get there. So we gotta, again, I'm not trying to shit on your squad or whatever, but like they were in a situation with 14 points, so they're trying to run the clock out.
Right.
This is a different situation. Like I think that's when you want to hit his overs.
Well, how do you feel he's going to move in a situation where they might be going to panic, even if they're because some teams they tend to panic.
I think it's just going to be Austin Eckler. Like I think in a script like that one, it's like, all right, run heavy, let's raw and get out of there. I think split backfield. I don't know if he's ripping off. I mean, they just played David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs. And like none of them, if they're in control, he'll smash this. Like if Washington command, like if I got the game script wrong, he's hitting this. He'll hit it like he did this week. But if the game script's going to go the way that I'm going to fuck with him, I'd fuck with Eckler. I think the value's on Eckler personally. But again, if you have a different game script in your mind, they're projecting them at 43. So
I have a different game script. I don't think it gets out of hand early. I feel like it's out of hand a little bit later, and then Washington has to pass a little bit later in the game. I think it's close early, and then the Packers, they just start, putting up some points and getting some good stops. That's the way I vision it, which is also taking Debo here with his receptions. I think, he's not looking like Eddie Lacy. He's not looking washed at all. He's, this is his tour. They didn't believe in him over there in San Fran. I like his 4.5. They're going to manufacture some touches for him if they can't get Terry going. And if what happens is what you say, even better. I think Debo gets involved early. Besides that, if it is what I think it is, my game script, and it's close early, then, the Packers are going to mix up the run and the pass with the play action. And I do think this might be a coming out game for him. I think he's going to come out eventually. But, I mean, in terms of that secondary, who they got, I think they had an injury with Mike Sanderson. I don't know if he's going to be back. They have a rookie there, Trey Amos. You know how it goes with rookie corners. So, and then I also like Tucker Kraft, because I think he got 2 catches. I think this is a game Tucker Kraft to get busy a bit.
This my
Who? Huh. Who is this?
Matthew
Golden. Golden.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, eventually, right? Because even last Monday night, you convinced me to go to Loveland didn't show up. He's also carries, not splitting snaps, passing down snaps with Cole Kmet. So there's a lot of opportunities for Cole Kmet. In this situation, I'm not really worried about Luke Musgrave.
Yeah, but what I noticed, and I don't know if you got that, bro. Ben Johnson didn't show swag. Didn't show none of them plays that he was running over there in Detroit. He didn't just none of them.
Do you think that's a knock on Caleb that he didn't open up the offense for him?
It was something. It was both ends. Like I was surprised that Detroit struggled as much as trying to get their new offensive. And I was also surprised that Ben Johnson, his first day on the job, gave us no razzle dazzle. Like I was really surprised. We didn't talk about that, but like that was the most thing out of that whole.
And we probably should have opened up that low key. We'll do that in the future. Wednesday we'll open up with the. I fucking forgot. We'll open up the Monday because that was a good Monday game to break down. But
we talked about JJ because obviously they won the game, so we talked about that. But no, it was surprising to me because remember I told you I thought he could get because I was like, yo, like he handpicked this first round pick. Like he's going to show he drafted this cat, and it was he was just running out routes. I was like, why is he just running these out routes?
And the reason why I didn't want to bet him, and I'm not mad at logic. At the end of the day, if I like the logic, then I'm not mad about losing the bet. But I was telling people like Eddie, for example, like, look, bro, he still has to split. Like Cole Kmet is still a little bit too talented for Colson Loveland to just get all the burn here. But that kind of goes back to like my Tucker Kraft pick.
Yeah, but because I was like, even bro, y'all not doing nothing to get. I felt like there was more play action, like more like misdirection, kind of like wide open with Ben Johnson's offense, and that joint just looked like he was the head. He's gonna fuck it up. Like,
I mean, this week he has his former Lions, and here's the problem with this. Why I recommend y'all touch that game is because with the Lions, they pretty much did an internal hire and promoted the guy. Like, it's like Ben Johnson's probably coming in there like, bro, I taught you everything you know, little bro. I taught you know.
Well, but they gotta call it, and that they thing like that. People don't. These are people. A lot of people don't understand. Motherfuckers playing football are real bad. You don't have that. When you the offensive coordinator, and no one really even look like. Yeah, okay, you macho, and you can call whatever the fuck you want. But then when all eyes on you, where the plays at, bro? I can't call no bullshit. I don't want to call no bullshit on that night football. Nah, I want to just run straight, stick to the script. I will say though, Caleb missed. He was he wasn't seeing some reads. Off break, one of the first plays of the game, Roman Doomsday was wide open for a touchdown, and he just took the check down. But it was just like he didn't see it.
I don't know, because in terms of Caleb's tape from college, like some of the shit that we're seeing in the league, I mean, it's overreaction to week one. A lot of people are off on Caleb. I still believe in the talented. Hopefully Ben Johnson's able to rein it in. But just some of the decision making, the inaccurate throws, still holding on to the ball for too long. I don't know. But then he was going up against a Brian Flores defense. And it feels like that Brian Flores defense was able to mid-game, because if you remember, Caleb started 10 for 10. And I think he ended up like 15 for 32.
No, yeah, they started blitzing him. But yeah, let's so any more props you want to close I think.
I mean, yeah, I like Tucker Kraft. I'll probably I'm up between. Take Tucker Kraft here. He catches. He had a touchdown. I have him in fantasy, so I'm paying a lot of attention to him. But Kraft, Golden, I like in this game. I like your Eckler pick too. I mean, that's what he's useful for. He's a PPR demon, and if the Commanders get down, he's going to need a safety valve for him. And I also like Debo's receptions. But besides that, it's like, it's status quo with this Packers wide room. You just don't really know. So I don't too much besides the new kid. Once again, this was the first year since 2002, since they drafted a wide receiver in the first round. I think Matthew Golden is super talented. He's going to unleash a van. Why not here? Why not here with the Commanders? So I'm going to take that as well. And I think that's it. I just want to enjoy this game, really. Yeah. I'm going to take a couple picks, probably like 2 from each side. I might even a Micah sack. Micah Parsons to get a sack. He's at least a little bit used to Jaden Daniels.
Yeah, that's just. I mean, yeah. Yeah, bro, I'm not even bro. Micah was the reason Jaden leave the last game of this. Like they took him out the game. They were like, all right, we gotta fuck out. He had 2.5 sacks the first 3, 4, or 5 plays of the game. Like it's different. It's different with like a pressure on Daniels. That's why I'm see how it goes. They think that they look too hot, and like
I mean, if my Giants had better quarterback play, we could have easily won that game. We had plenty of opportunities.
They had better O-line play. You know what I mean? Like
once again, bro, I think you put Jackson Dart even behind that O-line. He's able to make some plays. Looking at the all-22, Russell Wilson, I'm good off him, bro. It's just he doesn't make shit better. He's not somebody. He needs a good. He's not going to make a bad O-line any better.
Russell Wilson has never made a team better. He's never every team that he's been on respect, and that's not
why do you didn't want him on my team?
Well, I mean,
I saw Jameis
always following the money. He $5 million. You always follow the money. That's what I'm saying. If you get a quarterback, you got to expect $5 million play. Right? You know what I'm saying? Like you got to expect $5 million play, gang. Like you can't expect great.
What about Kirk Cousins last year? I think he got like 1.
You know what I mean? Like, so and he came in there to play. He thought he was gonna be a starter, and they paid him to be a good quarterback. And he had games where he had 500 yards or 350 yards and touchdowns.
Yeah, maybe like week 2, but it was curtains from then.
It's about to be week 2 for you.
Yeah. Expecting Jaden Daniels by honestly, I'm a rate Brian Daboll heavy if he does what I think he's doing. He's started last minute. Now Jackson Darts. That's what we need. We need a surge against. Hey, or he shits the bed and he's just doing nut shit, And then we throw Jackson Dart in there this second quarter or the second.
Yeah, bring him in. I mean, and what I tell you all the time. Everybody's favorite player is the back quarterback. Everybody's favorite player.
All I know is I was looking at Dart and JJ McCarthy, and Jackson Dart has way more reps, way more attempts, way more passing, a pass happy offense with Lane Kiffin back at Ole Miss compared to Jim Harbaugh back at Michigan. They're both 22. Fucking Tommy DeVito came in as a rookie, undrafted free agent, won a couple games. Start Jackson Dart. He won a couple games. Start Jackson Dart. And nigga's a Patriot now. I don't give a fuck about him.
I was saying, okay. I mean, I guess it's gonna be all pillows and roses then once Jackson Dart gets in. So I'm excited for it.
Yeah, I'm sure it shouldn't be if he comes in against y'all.
No, I'm pretty confident that we'll be fine.
Line was looking cool last week for y'all, but this D line, the line's the only reason why we even had a chance to win that game. Which we weren't going to win that game, but they kept us in the game.
Well, it's funny. One of our because I watch cowboy podcasters and stuff like that, and one of the guys that I watch, he was funny. Like D-line that good and everything else just being trash. Like how does that not start fights? Like Like bro, what are y'all doing?
With the Giants?
Yeah,
which is saying you can't fool the locker room. So if they're in there. And Brian Daboll said today that he's going to be getting more.
I think you listen to what I said. I didn't say it doesn't start fights about this quarterback thing. Everybody else is bad, bro. Like the quarterbacks, you think the cornerbacks did? You think your team graded
Paulson and Debo did Drew Phillips did then our linebacker Micah McFadden, he earlier. Bobby Okereke, he's kind of been taking steps down. He's regressing. So in terms of the corner play, like Javon Holland, but a lot of it
was that big money free agent?
Who, Javon Holland? Yeah, that was our splash play. But
and you said he didn't play well, or he just
it was some plays, you know what I mean. But it's just going to be interesting to see what replace Mike because Bobby Okereke just wasn't looking good in a lot of situations when I was watching over the game. He definitely was since the past couple of years. But DNA, D-line, Kayvon's fighting for his job. Abdul Carter's a rookie. Brian Burns, your team captain. That's your captain. Y'all keep it even keel. And just wait until – because here's my thing. The D-line is going to look at play games and get a lead.
Yeah,
but that's the point of having a D line. What is the point of having an elite D line if they're always on the field? They're not going to look to their potential if they're
like get random. Like they're going to get you know what I mean. Like the whole point of that
right. You don't get to activate the pass rush.
Yes,
and they're running the ball.
It'll be interesting to see how. Again, like I got Green Bay, definitely, and yeah. Austin Eckler, ladder his receptions.
I do like in this game, but I'm interested to see. I mean, you didn't have a Josh prop.
Oh, I did.
I don't remember. What was it?
Yeah, I just got Josh Jacobs to run crazy. Like I think Josh Jacobs.
Oh, so you think? Okay.
Yeah, like the reason that they get the thing with the reasons they get blown out. That's what I'm saying. Went crazy. Had 2 touchdowns, 100 something blown out in the playoff game. Matt LaFleur versus Dan Quinn. Last year's playoff game, they played Saquon Barkley. They got the running back went crazy. They got blown out. I think tomorrow is going to be the same thing. They're not going to be able to stop the run, and Josh Jacobs is going to go crazy, possibly might even go for 2 touchdowns. And they're just not going to be able to stop the run, so that's why they're going to get blown out. Like
if stop the run, I'm praying for my team. That's it. Like and subscribe. Matter search on. You got 88 people in here. That's how many subscribers we have. Should be at 100 by now. Hey, we'll be back here on Friday with our games of the week. Remember our picks though. Like, love, lock. Shit. Off the top of my shit. Remember, I like the Jags plus 3.5. That's my like. I like the Broncos minus 1.5. That's love. And I like the Patriots. My lock of the week is the Patriots minus 1.5 against the Dolphins. To me, that's the worst team in football.
Right. And I like Cleveland at +12 or higher. I like Los Angeles at -5.5, and I like Seattle +3.5. But I like them as a for an underdog win though.
Hey man, them dogs, lots of value, lots of value. As a matter of fact, I'm about to get some food, play some Madden, and just pray. I guess Jackson Dart starting news here soon. We need it.